and Central Africa, most oil palm farms are owned by small-scale farmers and processed by women. This week on the Ghanaian Farmer, we are in the Central region visiting an association called Fosu Odumase Nyamensra Women Palm Oil Processing. We are here to chit-chat with them as to how many stages of process they go through to give you the fine, delicious oil palm that you taste and use in cooking your delicacies in the home. My name is Danyunam. Get interactive on our social media platform on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ghanaian Farmer. If you are out there and you have oil palm, you have no idea of what to make of it, how to process it, the knowledge, or you even want someone to do business with, this episode is for you. So I'm going to be meeting the president of the association to tell me the story of how this association started and how far they have come. Is it profitable? What are the challenges in this space as people processing oil palm? Come with me, let's go have this conversation. I'm going for a quick breather. When I come back, more conversation comes after this. Thanks for staying. If you just tune in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime Television. My name is Zenyunam, and this week we are here to enlighten everybody who is into oil palm farming, or everybody who is thinking of ways and means to process their oil palm but have no knowledge or no clue about it. That's why you see me seated to the president of the association, or the founder. He is the brain behind what you see here today. He is a man doing what women usually do. Mr. Tokudum.
Hello, madam.
Thank you very much for joining me.
You are welcome.
All right, so the full name is what?
The full name is Fosu Odumase Nyamensra Women Palm Oil Processing.
Okay. And it
name
is founded by
Tokudum.
Mr. Tokudum.
Yeah.
Let's get to know you a bit before we move into the association. Who are you? You went on retirement.
Okay. I am Paul Evans Tokudum.
Okay.
A native of Fosu Odumase. Asin Fosu Odumase.
Right.
I started my primary education in Fosu Odumase from 1968 to 1978.
Okay.
I attended Fosu Training College and completed at 1991. In the course of my teaching,
right,
I thought it wise to have a farm to serve as a backbone.
Okay.
In 2005, 2006,
right,
the then President Kufuor,
okay,
had a nursery. He nursed oil palm seedlings for Asin natives,
okay,
to plant in our farms. I took that advantage to have about 10-acre a plot of oil palm plantation.
Okay.
In 2012, I started planting in 2006 and 2007 respectively.
Right.
In 2012, the plantation became to bear fruits.
Okay.
So I thought it wise to have my own machine to do processing.
Oh, okay.
I went to the MUFA, Ministry of Food and Agricultural Office, to meet the then director,
okay,
who was one Mr. Saki. He asked of my mission to come there. I told him I'm a teacher and at the same time farmer.
Okay.
I have oil palm
right,
a plantation of which I want oil palm process machine.
Okay.
Then the man called. They were having a fabricator at Agrarian Trade Group.
Right.
by name Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
So he called on him on the phone that a farmer wants a digester and an
Okay.
engine,
Okay.
of which he gave him the amount.
Okay.
I thought it twice, I can afford it.
Okay.
So I quickly went to my bankers for loan forms, and I had
The machine.
the machine.
Okay. Okay.
We started in 2012. When I started processing, the other women also came on board to process here,
The oil palm here.
the oil palm here.
Okay.
But because I've been at assembly before, I thought it wise to bring the women on
Together.
board together to
Okay.
form a group,
An association.
an association.
Okay.
So in 2015, we started something of that sort. In 2017, I registered the group.
Okay.
And it was true that the MOFA
Yes.
also saw the need
To come and
that,
support.
yeah, to come and support.
Okay.
So Emma came and we directed them to our office here.
Okay. Okay.
Then they also saw that we are
the work you're doing.
the work that we are doing and the way we are united. In fact, below and behold, but then it was only here.
Yeah. But
But
now you have extended.
we have extended.
Okay.
Through the mark, we had a stripper which strips the bunches.
Okay. All right. We
Yeah.
will demonstrate that for you to see.
Oh, yes.
So as of now, how many women do you have and how many men do
We
you
have 28 women and 3 men, including myself.
Okay.
We have the 2 operators.
Okay. So as a layman, assuming I also want to go into oil palm processing, which variety of oil palm do you advise I cultivate?
I will advise you to cultivate the Tenera type
Why?
because it is because it's oil processing.
Okay.
The Tenera has the small kernels within it. But the other are the fresh.
Okay.
It has more fresh.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh,
So
than
this
the-
gives you
than the
more oil.
oil.
Okay, but it's very small.
It's very small. yeah.
Okay. All right. So how many years that Tenera takes to fully mature before start bearing fruits?
4 years.
4 years. It
Yeah.
is fully mature.
Fully
Then you
mature.
can start harvesting.
Harvest, yeah.
Okay. So in a year, how many times do you harvest?
Oh, in a year, you harvest it about 12 times because,
Okay.
yeah, at times, if the farm is too large,
Yes.
every 2 weeks you need to
You need to be harvesting.
harvesting.
Okay. So when you harvest from the farm and you arrive at this station,
Yeah,
what do
at the
you
mills.
do to the fruit that you have harvested?
Yeah, we put them for about 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
Then we strip it. If you keep them for longer period, the food fatty acid will set in,
Okay.
and the oil will not be edible.
Okay. Okay.
So here we prepare the Zomi type and the standard oil.
Okay. All right. So for the 3-4 days that you are keeping it, what are you keeping it for? To cool down?
No, we are keeping it so that the fruit will become soft to remove
Okay.
from the bunches.
Okay. Okay. All right. So after 3-4 days, then you move it to the machine.
To the
then-
machine,
Then
the stripper machine.
Okay. I mean, back in the days, you had to use cutlass.
We were using cutlass
Okay.
to peel them.
But the machine
Before we
makes
take
it
we
more
take the fruit from the
one by one.
one by one.
Okay. But the machine makes it more easier.
Easier, very very
faster.
easy, very
Okay.
easy and faster.
Okay. All right. So what I want to know is how difficult or easy is it for you to actually go through the process to actually produce your oil? Is it
Yeah.
a difficult work to do?
It's very difficult
Okay.
because before you harvest it in the farm, you need to employ a harvester.
Right.
And women who also
Carry
be
it.
carrying the bunches and the fruits, the loose fruits.
Yes.
And then before you employ either aboboya or a cat tipper truck
Okay.
to bring them to the mills.
From the farm to this place.
Yeah. So after they are brought to the mills, for 4 or 5 days, you strip them, you wash them before you put them on
Fire.
fire.
Okay. Okay. Is this business capital intensive?
Really.
What makes it capital intensive? Is it the machine
The
or it's what?
machine, the machines, the cost of the machine, the
Right.
maintenance,
Okay.
and then you be this type we are using the manpower, but over here we are using the electricity.
Okay.
The manpower you always buy a diesel
Diesel.
and engine oil.
Okay.
Unlike the
The electricity.
electricity,
Okay.
you'll be using at the end of the month.
You go and pay the
yeah, you
bills.
go and pay about 1,000, 1,200, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so we'll be moving straight to where the machine is.
Okay.
So you can demonstrate for us.
Okay.
But before we go there, okay, before we go there, after you've gotten your oil from the palm fruit, what happens to the kernel?
Just as I said,
Yes.
the kernel too, we gather them.
Yes.
We have women who also come here to buy the kernels and keep them,
Okay.
and they will also be selling to those who have the bigger
Palm kernel.
factories.
Okay, to
Even
also
just this
process.
morning, they came from Odan for about 10 tons palm kernel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see. So how much do you sell in sacks or in basing?
In pans.
In pans,
Uh,
like this one?
We have smaller pans,
Okay.
which the women use to buy here.
Okay, so the pan is how much?
8 cedis from here.
8 cedis.
8 cedis, yeah.
A pan of palm kernel
Yeah.
is 8 cedis.
8 cedis.
All right. Now, I see you also have this. What do you call this one?
The fiber,
The fiber.
yeah.
What happens to the fiber?
Yeah, after we digest from the digester.
Yes.
Uh-huh. We bring it out.
Okay.
Yeah, when it has digested,
Uh-huh.
you open it. There is a section of which you open the gate.
Okay.
For the fibers and the kernels will come together.
Right.
Then when you go here, you see the women taking the kernels from the fibers.
Okay.
And after they've taken the kernels from the fibers,
Yeah.
we send the fibers to the manual press
Okay.
to press and drain all the oil
from it.
from it.
Okay.
After that,
Right.
you see it at a bunch of this type.
This type.
And now we are waiting this. When it dries,
Yes.
we use it to fuel
The fire.
the fire.
That you use to cook.
Yeah.
the
cook
palm
fi-
fruit.
That's it.
Okay. All right, so viewers, you're still watching The Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyunam, and this week we are all the way in
Fosu Odumase.
Today,
Fosu Odumase.
today, I see Fosu but it's okay. So we are just enlightening you that in case you are an oil palm farmer or you are aspiring to become an oil palm farmer, you can consider processing instead of selling just the fruit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The oil, I'm told there's one for soap making and then there is one for human consumption.
That's it.
Which one?
Yeah, we are processing
Both.
both.
Okay.
We process the
soap
zombie
making.
type.
Okay.
We process the standard type.
Right.
And then that of the soup. Oil.
Among these three, which one goes faster in the market?
In the market, anyway, the soap one goes
Moves faster.
because
Okay.
the price is just
Low.
low.
All right. Okay, so at this juncture, I'm going to go with my father there for him to demonstrate how the shredding of the fruit is done. And then I'll be coming here with the woman leader to actually enlighten me about the various stages. And I'm in so don't worry. So I'm going for, right. Okay. Yes. Nice, nice. So those of you who have been calling from Nigeria, Liberia, Malawi, I got a call from Malawi and they wanted Zomi in large quantity, but I didn't know about you. So if you want oil palm, quality sweet oil palm, then you want to reach out to my father and his team. But we are going for a quick breather. When we come back, you will meet us at the stage 1 of the processing side. All right, so thanks for joining us once again. You're still watching The Ghanaian Farmer, and this week we are enlightening you about oil palm processing. I love it because of my gobe, and of course, Fetri Dechi. I like to, convince it a little with my oil palm. And so at this stage, the fruit is from the farm, right? And it's kept here for how many days?
3-4 days.
3-4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we seeing now? What are the men doing?
They are sending the fruit into the point.
Okay, so
For stripping.
stripping.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to move from this to the other stage. Okay, so what is the capacity of this machine? Before we even get to where the machine is, what is the capacity?
The capacity is about
Work with me.
about 50 horsepower machine with electrical motor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many tons does it process in a day?
Oh, the tons there, like I first said.
Yes.
10 tons we strip.
It can also strip it.
We strip it again.
Okay. All right. So now I see they are packing it here.
Yeah. Okay. You can.
It will come this way.
Come here, yeah.
Okay. So was this machine actually fabricated in Ghana?
In Ghana by Gratis Foundation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Is
So
that
these are the teats
okay?
which remove the
Right.
fruit from the bunches.
Okay. All right. So what kind of maintenance culture are you supposed to do for this machine as you're using it? How many years now since they brought it?
3 years now.
Okay.
That was 2021.
All right. So guys, can we load the machine now? Let's load it so that we see how it works. Like, and this is all part of the.
Start.
Okay. So we pick from here.
Yeah.
And then
we have the listen.
It makes noise, eh?
Oh yeah.
Hey!
And yeah.
Okay.
And there's a blower.
Right.
It will blow the chaff.
Okay.
Yeah. From the fruits.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna stand here and then we'll wait for you when you are ready.
After we've removed them like this, after the bunches has finished, we'll put the fruit also inside for the rest of the particles come out.
Wait, you mean after the shredding has happened?
Yeah.
You now load the machine again with the fruits. Okay.
This time round, the bunches has set aside.
Yes.
And then because we don't want any particles to be added into the boiler.
Right.
We'll sieve it again.
Okay.
We'll put it
okay. All right. Let's do that and see how the final product will come out like. Okay.
Now, when you look inside, you see some of the particles.
Yeah.
Now we are going to sieve it.
This one, for instance, like they all go.
They all go.
Okay. Okay.
They all go.
Okay.
So that you get the genuine.
Right. Okay.
To put on fire to wash.
Okay.
You wash it before. Yeah. When we are preparing zoom, you wash the fruit.
Okay. All right. So come back so that you can touch it and take it. Okay. But I want okay.
Until you see in 1 hour's time, you see how many bunches can be stripped.
Exactly. Exactly. This is a lot of work. Okay. So this is a step by step.
This is the first step.
Okay.
The first step is bringing it from the harvesting from the.
Are we good? Yes. All right. So let's see the second.
So you see this time,
Okay.
there's no particles.
It's very clean now.
Yes.
Okay. It's very clean.
Yeah. Then if we are to prepare zone, we'll wash it.
Okay.
We'll
All
put them
right.
in the boilers.
Okay, so at this level, we have to carry it from here
From here to the boiler, to the fire.
Okay. Okay. All right, madam. We will go to the boiler, or what do you call it, fire.
Yeah.
All right.
The boilers are on fire.
Okay. All right. So at this stage, we've seen how the palm fruit is carried and placed or loaded into the machine, shredded into pieces, cleaned for the second time, and then it's moved out there to be washed and then cooked, and then we follow the next step. So let's go for a quick breather. When we go out there, the leader of the women will be speaking to me and taking me through the various processes as well. And of course, I'll be joined by a MOFA officer to also tell you some of the hygienic processes that you need to adhere, because this is going to go into our stomach. So you need to adhere that all the final produce will come out clean and healthy for your consumption. So stay with me. I'm going for a quick video. When I come back, we'll join and finalize the rest of the production. Thank you very much. Right, so from where we finished the double stages of cleaning and shredding, we are here. We finished washing our pots. We are about to load, and then it continues from there. But the woman leader will be talking to me and telling me what we are going to be doing here. Mami Makwaba. But you're frozen. Mary Azuri. Patrol says, Ahano, ya benya den waha.
Ahano, ye beho krabe no ho. Ne de agu da asen.
Okay.
Ne ye de nsu agu.
Okay.
Na ye clean.
Udi eja. Okay. Mary Azuri is the leader of the women, and she says at this level, they are going to be washing the palm fruit, and then they will actually load the pot. And then we'll start fire. You remember that we don't use firewood here. We don't go about cutting trees. We use the fiber that we get from the palm fruit to actually set the fire. So now we are washing the oil palm, and then we'll actually put it into the so are we collecting with the small ones?
Ye be kenten o ha de a. Nka we ne ba so e be yi we ni.
Okay.
Ni asa.
Okay.
We no nko agu.
All right, so Mary says whilst you are washing, make sure that there are some few unwanted ones. You will move them out, and then you can pick the correct ones into the pots. Into Mary, I don't know if you know you cold, sir. I know. Oh, okay. So how wait and that by saying I will be benefit.
And
Aye. Me say how many hours na being?
30 minutes time.
All right. So according to Mary, after washing and loading the pan, it will take you the next 30 minutes, and then the palm fruit is well cooked for you to actually take it off fire. Into me poucho. Whilst our sister is still washing, okay, let's move to this place. Me poucho. Enemy nante. Into ahano. Enini. Right? Say you're washing in your area na you do good way anymore. Enini. Is that not it? All right. Okay, so we were washing over there to actually fill that pot. So at the end of the day, when the pot is full, they still give it this support to get enough of the oil palm in the pot. Right, so when it's cooked here after 30 minutes, it is offloaded and taken to the next level where you have to digest. Okay, digest means you pound it. And then after pounding, what do we do next, Mary? Right. No, so don't worry. So, right. So Mary is saying that after pounding, so well first 30 minutes, offload it, take it to this stage, okay? Go and pound or digest it over there. From there, you move to the next level. Now, let's say okay, all right. So the next stage after pounding or digesting is you take it to the next room on my right and go and pick all the palm kernel or palm fruit from the fiber. Into your fiber, what do we do? All right. So when we have our fiber, we'll bring it to pressing. Today I'm learning. We'll come to this machine called pressing press. So what do we do at the pressing press? Okay. All right, so let's pick the basket so the people. Is it heavy? Is heavy, yeah? All right, so we will pick the baskets and then we'll put it on the machine. Then we'll now for the oil. Okay. Right. Okay, so this is the covering. Okay, the basket. Okay. Okay. All right. So okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So from this stage, I can see where you be say sijaso. Any. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the oil. Let's go to where the oil is. All right. so this is it. Now we are the final stage. Okay. Okay. So now we are frying the oil that we got. So how long will this be on fire? 1 hour. So after you've gone through the pressing and then you've got the oil, you come and put it on fire and be stirring. So why are you stirring? Okay. Yeah. 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 All right. Okay. All right. So Mary says that at this stage it will take 1 hour on fire, but once it's on fire, you need to stir it up, and it gives you a nice flavor. The jomi. Those of you who like gobe. Hey! One secret is make sure you add your precursor. So Mary, how long have you been doing this? 6 years. Congratulations. Mary has been in this for the past 6 years, and she is a team leader for the women here at this processing center. So I'll be running up all with the MOFA officer to tell you some of the hygienic processes that you need to go through so that the oil produced at the end of the day is healthy and safe for consumption. I'll be right back to wrap up the interview. Stay tuned. Alright, so thanks for staying with me. This is the final lap or the final part of the interview. And standing next to me is More Arta Gifty. My namesake. You see, gifties are always beautiful, slim, and smart. So she's got some of the qualities. Alright, so as at this stage, she's going to tell me a lot of people have oil palm farm and they would love to go into the processing. What are some of, taking into consideration, this is going to go into our stomach. What are some of the hygienic processes that you need to pay attention to and adhere?
Okay.
Mm.
First of all, I always advise them not to litter around.
Okay.
And then secondly, they should always wash the utensils before using it.
Okay.
And then the palm fruit are supposed to be washed also before they process it.
Right.
Then where after processing, they are supposed to pack it. What do you call it? Even the palm fruit itself.
Yeah.
They shouldn't wait for it to decay because it can also have you have problem with aflatoxin.
Okay.
So at least a minimum of 5 days
Yeah.
is supposed to be processed.
Okay.
And then I also advise them that they shouldn't, whatever they are using, whether racks or what do you call it, a container for fetching water, they are not supposed to put it on the floor.
Okay.
Because at the end they are going to contaminate the end product.
Exactly.
And I also advise them that they shouldn't, what do we call it, after processing, they are supposed to package it. Because if they, after it has cooled down, because after processing it's hot, after it has cooled down, they should package it immediately to avoid contamination.
Okay.
And they should also have a separate room which they are working on for the packaging of the finished product.
Okay.
In order to avoid what we call contamination.
Okay.
So that is what I normally put them through.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure this is a very good tip that you don't have to pay for. Kind courtesy, Madam More Arta Gifty. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll come back to you once again, and then subsequently, if anybody want to do this, we can reach out to you to find more details. Right? All right. So the Zoom is ready, guys. Come with me. It is ready. Zooming, zooming. There we are. It is ready. This is the standard. Why are you calling it standard? This is usual palm oil. Normal palm oil. Okay. So where is the zoom? Me, I want the zoom. Oh, today we don't have zoom. Okay, so guys, this is it. This is after going through the toil of a whole day. This is what you use in cooking a lot of meal back home. Your gravy stew is incomplete without this. Okay? Your ampesier, the eggplant stew, the gobe lovers. I am one member. This is part of our gobe. So if you're out there and you want to buy quality, healthy, you heard the MOFA officer who assessed them mentioning some precautionary measures they are supposed to put in place. If you want quality oil to buy, you want to reach out to Mary Bra. Come and mention your number for me.
0243 76 7703.
Bobium.
0246 76 7703.
Okay. So that's the number. Your number. Your boss number. Okay. So that's the number for the founder. If you reach out to him, no matter how many kilos or tons you want, they are in the position to actually provide it for you. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Enyunam. And if you see me in town, remember to call me Ghana's finest farmer. Mary, thank you very much.